It's the Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Phone number for Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. And tonight's very special guests are the Dixie Chicks.
Ow!
Now, this is a show we've been waiting for a while because I don't know if the Dixies know the full story. I've been talking about it on the air for a couple of nights now leading up into this, but I don't know if the Dixies are aware of what went on after the Grammys and all that stuff. Do you know the practical joke, the story?
No, we don't know the full story.
You don't know the full story?
Does we have a tape here, by any chance?
No, Jimmy could not. He moved. He, buried the tape. You wouldn't have gotten too much off the tape. I'll do the tape justice. First off, congratulations on the Country Music Awards last night. What the hell is that? New group, best album, best group in general. You get new group and group in general?
That's right.
Wow, you got 3. Look at that, Drew. They swept the whole thing.
That's awesome.
Congratulations. Of course, I was with you at the the Grammys. Well, you guys will be up for an Emmy next year. You got Country Album of the Year, and did you get Group of the Year? What'd you get at the Grammys? I was drunk.
I was about to say, you were so drunk.
His vocal performance by group or duo and
Album of the Year.
Well, Jesus Christ, can you imagine that, Drew?
That's bizarre. We did Politically Incorrect, Natalie and I, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I haven't been back since. Have you?
Yeah, a couple of
I
times.
won't go back.
Oh. That was not, listen, that was, that was sort of specially staged, that one. Really. We battled, didn't we battle the marijuana thing?
Yeah.
We battled Woody Harrelson and Bill and everybody about
Right.
See, Bill likes setting me up and then just coming after me. That's sort of his thing with me. So you were part of that.
Hold back on me.
No, you were part of that. And people are like, trust me on this Natalie girl. She you never heard of her, but trust me, she's gonna be a big star. Just let her on. You know? That's what was going on then.
Well, they were right.
Yeah, they were right.
I'm doing it Monday, actually. Me and Jimmy are going up against the 2 Yentas that wrote the rules. So that ought to be a good one. Chairs are going to be thrown on that one. But let me explain the practical joke. Now, as you know, and as people listen to the show know, a couple months back, I was asked to go to the Grammys with the Dixie Chicks. Natalie, you asked. Now, Natalie, we'd never met before that, right?
Uh-huh.
But now, why did you think to ask me to this?
Actually, I didn't.
Oh, for Christ's sake. If those guys at the office put you up to it, I swear to God, I'll kill myself right now. Well, who thought of it?
Actually, my publicist.
This publicist, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but my date had to be group approved, and you were approved by all 3 of us.
Oh, really?
Because we wanted someone funny.
Wow.
I had heard your wafting story on the
Marty
show one
said,
night.
You know what? He said he wafts. He's in.
I was, they had watched the episode of Loveline where I was explaining that I was driving with my girlfriend.
Oh, yes, right.
We're coming home from a party, and I let a big fart go in the car, and I was scooping it toward my face as I was driving, and she was disgusted, and she said, what the hell are you doing? Do you have to move your hand up that way toward your face? And I looked at her really seriously, and I said, what the hell do you want me to do? Put my head between my legs while I'm driving the car? We'll go right off the road. Use your head, woman.
There's a real synergy here, Aston. These young ladies, they love the fart humor.
Oh, it was wonderful.
I think you ought to tell them some Ray stories, and you'll kill them.
I'll get to the water flying out of the ass later, but first we'll just with the wafting. I told someone the other day that I think if I died and I farted within 2 days after I died, my arm would move in that motion, just out of reflex. Like, you know, a chicken runs around after you cut its head off. So anyway, I was happy to go to the Grammys. I'd never been, and I was
a good time. You're very supportive.
Fan of the Dixie Chicks, but of course my girlfriend was plenty pissed, you know, and I explained to her, listen, it's just one of those showbiz things, and I was a perfect gentleman. I went back to the show right after the Grammys and all that, but what happened is all the guys at the office I work at, which has nothing to do with Loveline, it's another show I'm working at, it's called The Man Show, and there's a ton of guys who all allegedly have a sense of humor, at least that's why they're paid, and things started showing up at the office. They all got wind of the Dixie Chicks. They all got wind of my girlfriend being pissed off, and they decided to have a good time. So I don't know what day the Grammys was, like a Wednesday or something like that. But on Friday, I got a nice bouquet of flowers, and it said, had a good time, just thinking of you, Natalie. So I thought, well, that's sweet. That's nice. I better not let the girlfriend see this, but that's nice, you know. And then the guys were giving me a little razz, and that's nice, you know. And then, like Monday, I think I got another bouquet of flowers, and it said, missing you. Please call. Want to see you. Please call.
He must have been thinking about you.
Natalie. So I thought, wow, geez, this is two. I didn't even get a chance to call after the first one. I got the second one. Now I didn't have your phone number or anything, and I was a little confused. I was thinking, what am I supposed to do? And then the next day, I got a messengered letter, and it said, need to talk. Call me. Missing you, Natalie. And that had the phone number on it. I think that had... I don't know how they got... No, it just said, call me. So I called my manager, and I said, listen, I got to call the Dixie Chicks. You have the number, and he called, and blah, blah, blah. So I got a call, and then I called Natalie. And I was calling from my car phone on the way in here. It was about a week after the Grammys, and you were... It was like 12:30 at night, wherever the hell you were, in like Tennessee or something.
This is the first call.
This is the first call, and it was a little bit cryptic. I said, I was trying to, I wanted to let the kid down easy. You understand? I didn't want to.
I know, and I didn't know you were already getting.
I know, but I didn't want you.
And I was thinking, gosh, I think he thinks I want to date him.
Is it that funny, ladies? Really? Is it that funny? Is it that far?
We were there that night, and she said, Adam called me, and
I said he was real nice. He was saying thanks, but then he
you
just
must think I want him.
He just kept explaining how he had a girlfriend, and that he was very flattered, but he had a girlfriend, and I was like, not care because.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now it's getting worse. All right. So, well, the thing that made it even worse is when I called Natalie, she was like, huh? Who is this? I said, this is Adam. She said, oh, my God, I'm watching you on TV right now. And I said, oh, man, this chick's really got it bad. You said you were watching me. You're watching Loveline.
Honey, we were.
So, okay, fine. So I come back to the office the next day, and the guys are like, well, what's going on? I said, I called her. I let her down easy. And I think it went pretty good. I think she understands things, and they'll come do the radio show, and everything will be mellow. Everyone goes, all right, good. That's a good idea. 2 days later, a 6-foot sub sandwich shows up at the office with a huge sign in it that's stuck in it like a for sale sign, and it says, I will not be ignored. So all the guys are like, whoa, this chick's nuts. I'm like, yeah, geez, I don't know. I had this conversation with her. I don't know. So I said, I think it's just a joke. I think this is just her way of saying, hey, let bygones be bygones. It's a funny joke. And I remember thinking, too, the sub was from a local place called Giamello's. And I remember thinking, geez, how'd she know I like those Giamello subs so much? She probably...
Coincidentally, everyone in the office seems to like them, too. Amazing.
The whole office devours a sub, right? And coincidentally, no one had lunch plans that day either, right? So I'm walking around and explaining to guys the trappings of celebrity, which were some great conversations. But so anyway, now there was something else showed up. I don't know if it's like a stuffed animal or something, and it said like thinking of you. And then,
oh my God.
Then a few days I said, listen, I'm not calling anymore. And then about 3 days goes by, nothing, and then a small box with a pair of women's panties in it. And it basically just says, like, I want to F you tomorrow or something. I mean, it was really getting out there. And the phone number was there now. Now, they had then called our manager, who decided it was funny, too. Oh. So gave the number. So now...
Oh, my God. So everyone's in.
Oh, I know the other gift wasn't. It was an oversized Mrs. Fields cookie. It was like a novelty-sized Mrs. Fields cookie. It was like size of a trash can lid, and it was written in frosting, like "I miss you" or something across it. And I was like, oh my God.
You didn't pick up any.
Well,
I'm ashamed that you
really were that confident that this was happening.
Isn't that sad? Is that pathetic?
All right, but listen, everybody, you know how a joke works. Once you bite and the hook is set, you're in.
So the panties arrive, then what?
The panties arrive. Now the panties arrive. And the guys are like, whoa, this is getting eerie. And now everyone's like, oh, I want to kill these guys. Now these guys are like, you better call her, man. I mean, this enough is enough. You better pick up that phone right now. I mean, we'll be quiet, but pick that phone up right now, and you better talk to her, and you better talk some sense to her, right? You got to lay the law down. I mean, you got to be firm, brother. This chick's spinning out. You don't know what's going to happen next.
So he calls. Natalie, what did you hear on the other end?
I was in Pottery Barn with my mother.
Oh.
How's that for someone who doesn't send underwear?
So I start calling on the phone, you know, and I'm calling, and the guys are sort of like piled up, like giving me, you know, alleged moral support or something, and I'm calling, and I go...
They were like stacked in the hall, looking into the doors and stuff?
Yeah, they're all in the office. It was a big office. Yeah, and I start calling, I go, listen, Natalie, this is Adam. Thank God I started with the 6-foot sub.
Yeah.
Because
No, you said, I want to... No, let me say...
What'd I say?
You said, I want to thank you for the package you sent. And I'm thinking my publicist, someone has stopped for me and sent you something to thank you for going to the Grammys with me. So instead of me going, what package, I go, like trying to play along. And you go, and did you send this sub? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, thank God you stepped in at that point. So I said, you sent a 6-foot sub too, right? And then I looked around the room and I see like what looked like 700 hyenas all laughing simultaneously. Yeah, and I'm standing there holding the phone going, oh, Jesus Christ. I cannot.
The video camera's going.
That guy had a video camera. He set it on his desk is really what he did to capture the whole thing, the bastard. So, then I tried to sort of work my way out of it as best I could, but I'm sure it wasn't it wasn't a very smooth transition, was it?
No, but you know, we were actually, because I didn't know any of that story, I'm so glad to know that now, but we were going to actually send you a sandwich after that. I thought it was so insane that you would believe someone would send a sandwich.
But think about how diabolical that is. You know what I mean? It's diabolical because
it's so off. It's like, whoa.
It's got to be true.
Yeah, right.
Why would any chick be nutty enough to send a 6-foot sub, you know?
Now, please, explain to Natalie, this does not reflect on how you think about her or think of her.
No,
the fact that you would imagine.
On how I think about you.
You understand, like 5 times there, and then she said, how can you imagine I would have done something like that? So you please...
Yes, of course.
You should have called the cops on me.
I got caught up in the moment, I guess is what it was. They were, I don't even know where these guys got these panties. They were gold. They were nice. I should have brought them. Yeah. They made me sniff them.
No.
Oh, please. I was just going along with it at that point. All right, you ready to take some calls now that I've purged myself?
Let's not have calls tonight. Why bother?
I swear to God, I damn near had a heart attack when I hung that phone up.
Really, were you scared and you were going to put me in my place, or were you
I wasn't. I wasn't scared. I was just. I mean, it's a good thing about being a guy. You don't worry about. I mean, it's just flattering, you know. But I was going to try to straighten things out. Is basically what I was trying to do. And about half, like I said, when I got to the sub is when it all started to dawn on me. But then I had to undo it. I had to do it like like peeling an onion. I had to go all the way back. I didn't erase everything. I started with the panties, then I went to the Mrs. Fields cookie, then I went to the stuffed animal. But I thought they had sent everything up until that point. I didn't realize the entire thing was a ruse.
Right.
Which was rude. I should have sent you some flowers.
It's okay. All right. So congratulations on you had a good time on Grammy night. You stayed and partied and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You had a huge limousine. It was really quite a festive occasion. I went out there with Dickie from the Boss Tones, actually, in another limousine. I didn't get there early enough to walk down the red carpet, and it's probably best.
Yes.
I didn't want to steal any of your thunder. James?
Yeah.
You're 15.
Hey, yeah, I had a question for the Dixie Chicks.
They're not here tonight. No, okay.
Yeah, you guys are playing in Washington, D.C. pretty soon, like in a week, I think?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, I have these three friends that are going to see you guys, and I was wondering if I could get them, like, backstage passes or something.
Do they have any kind of sexual problem?
I hear static on the line.
Hey, James, where's your decorum? No. Please.
They have to have a sexual problem.
You got a problem, James?
Not really.
All right. Listen, go buy those tickets and get in line with all the other goons, would you?
All right.
All right. Well, please. Listen, if you give him a backstage pass at 15, he'll never leave the house. He'll never go to work. You got to teach him a tough lesson. Joel?
Yep.
You're 14.
Yep.
Hey, Drew, I don't want to talk to 14 and 15. I told you that, didn't I?
No.
Nicole? Well, I'm telling you now. You're 25.
That's right.
What's going on?
My question is really for anyone, but it's really geared toward Dr. Drew. I'm 25 and I'm married, and I had a baby last year. I have a 1-year-old little boy, and I had nursed him for 6 months. And after I did, basically my breasts went down to nothing. I can't fit into an A-cup bra, which is the smallest women's bra that there is. And I want to know if...
You can't fit into it?
I can't fit into anything. I can basically wear a teenage girl's training bra or a junior high age girl's training bra.
Can't you
Join the club.
Can't you just strap on a bra?
I do wear bras, obviously, but I have to wear like an extremely padded bra or
What were you before the kid sucked out your soul?
I was a B cup, so I was always pretty small.
Right.
But now I have absolutely
listen.
nothing. I want to know if there's something wrong with me.
No,
or...
this is something that happens to some people. It's called involutional changes.
Okay.
Postpartum involutional changes. And plastic surgeons are actually trained to deal specifically with this problem. For instance, were you to have a breast enlargement, which many women choose to do after these sorts of changes, they would specifically, at least my understanding is, they specifically would choose the approach where they put the implant above the muscle.
Okay.
Because if you put it under the muscle, you would still have that sort of, there's a little sort of, how do they describe when it's involutional? They just look sort of like they've been deflated a little bit. Well, if you put something under the skin but above the muscle, it'll fill all that out.
Right.
And it's something that can be done if you want to do that. But make sure you're all done with child rearing.
Right. Well, that's the thing.
Why do you got to be done with the child rearing?
I don't know. We may have one more child.
Hold on, not you, Goofy. The Drew.
Because there can be other changes, and why not wait till you're all done and then fix it?
Well, are there any other options? Because I'm really anti-cosmetic. I really don't want to get implants. I mean, I had heard of a breast pill.
No.
Do you know anything about that?
Not that I'm aware of. Now, maybe being on the oral contraceptive pill with a high estrogen dose, that sort of thing might stimulate things. I don't know. You'd have to talk to your gynecologist about that. Okay. But it's a common problem.
You're married?
I am.
Is your husband cool? Does he mind?
Yeah, he doesn't mind. He's really cool, and he and I pretty much are very down to earth in that they're really against plastic surgery and that sort of thing.
Then don't worry about that.
But here's the thing about being against plastic surgery. You also have to be against sort of what it stands for.
Right.
I mean, cosmetically.
Being concerned about that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, you shouldn't be concerned about that.
If you're just against the plastic surgery, but you have like Liz Taylor's brain, it's gonna be a tough road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. All right. You guys had any work done on you? Everyone looks good.
No, just a few moles cut off.
Where do you?
That didn't go too
Where
well.
do you keep them? Oh yeah.
So I highly recommend not to.
How do you do it? You do it with a scalpel, or you freeze them, or you burn them?
They just numb it with a shot, and then they just cut them off with a razor blade.
Drew, why do you cut those off? Does it turn to cancer?
I didn't see what it was.
This was.
Oh.
She got lots of
Don't play
them.
coy, Drew.
Stuck in my
It was really big and hairy. She had to do something.
But it was a mole.
I've never had any surgery, so I didn't know how I'd scar, and it scarred worse than I thought.
Really, they should.
Well, it looks
cut 'em out
okay.
if they're like,
Well, they did, and this looked like it was all out, but it.
Comes back.
Marty had her spider veins injected.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Where were they? In your legs?
Yeah, my legs. Back of my legs.
How'd that work?
It works well.
Yeah,
I've had it
that's
done
pretty-
twice.
It's a pretty simple
Just
That
thing.
genetic.
technology
Yeah.
is getting great, too.
The what?
So
Technology?
not technology, but that it's getting better every year.
The procedure?
The procedures.
Yeah.
Getting
All right.
Yep.
Drew,
easier.
Yep.
I'm going to have...
Have your lump taken out.
Look at this. Well, actually, it's shrunk a little, hasn't it, since Drew drained it? Drew drained this lump I have on my palm on the air. It was from smacking guys in my office after the Dixie Chick fiasco. And he drained it on the air and said, what came out, Drew?
synovial fluid.
Yeah, it was not pretty what came out of this. And it's sort of smaller than it was, but I think Drew kind of botched it. Joel?
Yeah.
You're 14.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I just want to say hi to Adam, Drew. Hey, Dixie Chicks.
Hello.
And you guys got a pretty good show going on. And I heard you talking about the bidet, Adam, and I got one in my bathroom.
Really? You must be a rich
I
kid.
haven't tried it or anything, but it's just there. We bought the house like that.
Wow. Where are you calling from?
L.A.
Wait. You have a bidet. You don't have the mechanical one that Adam is in love with.
Nah.
He just has a separate
has,
bidet.
like that thing that shoots up your butt.
Yeah, but that's a separate toilet, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to convert mine. I don't have enough room to put a whole new bowl in there, and that's too much plumbing. You got to have a drain and water and all that
Imagine
stuff.
if you got up and moved.
What are you talking about? Oh, you mean
you?
What are you talking? I mean, move from my house?
No, move from one bowl to the next. The mess that would be with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to have like a what's that?
Do they make them here? They have them in Japan.
They have these toilet seats that you can convert your toilet into a bidet. We found it at the Riga Royal when we were in New York. It's just this water jet that shoots out of the bottom of the toilet seat. It's excellent. I recommend it
I've
highly.
never used a bidet, so I don't know.
I hadn't either until about 2 months ago, but sister, I am sold on these things now.
What do they do? I don't understand. I just look at them in awe.
I'll tell you, it is like, for guys, it's only after number 2. It's number 1, you don't need the bidet, right? But when you sit down there, and this jet of lukewarm water just shoots right up the took-eye there.
When
And
you did it the first time, were you scared?
I was
Like,
a little
what's going
frightened.
through your head?
Yeah, I was a little frightened. Like I was sitting on the toilet seat, and there was
looks like a rocket ship launching equipment.
Yeah, it's like James Bond's toilet, like Dr. No's toilet. I thought the lid was going to lift off the hotel and I was going to rocket over Manhattan or something. So I was sitting there and I was looking at all these controls and I was thinking, hey, all right, there's something to do finally, because I'm not a big reader, So I thought, ooh, this says stream here and button, and I thought, wait a minute, I could hurt myself. I'm feeling vulnerable. When your pants are down, that's not the time to experiment, right?
Exactly.
So I thought to myself, geez, I could get injured. You know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to check this out. Maybe I'll get I'll pay some bellhop to sit on it while I test it out or something. And then I thought, wait a minute, how dangerous could this be? You know what I mean? Right. I mean, you couldn't have killed anybody. So I said, screw it. I went and pushed a button. Next thing I know, I feel this felt like a velvet glove going right up my ass. It really did. And I was just sitting there, and I was hooked.
What does that feel like?
Oh, it's great. Drew, get the velvet glove. Yeah. Shard of light hit me, and the angels sung, and the shower curtains parted. And I thought, wow, this is excellent. I'm really into this now. And then subsequently, we missed a meeting because I wouldn't get off the toilet. No, I really got into it, and I thought, this is my new thing now. I like this stream of water. And plus, the seat itself is probably like $600-700, but what you would save in toilet paper over the long haul is it can't be measured. You know what I'm saying, Drew?
Let's see what that cleaning the peanut butter out of the carpet.
Sure. Okay, Drew, don't get graphic in front of the ladies. We'll take ourselves a little break. When we come back, we'll speak to Cassidy. She has a question. I'm hoping it's a she has a question for the Dixie Chicks, and we'll be back after this. It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Drew?
Yeah.
We're going to be in Stanford.
Right.
I don't know, at the Frost Amphitheater or something like that?
Saturday night.
That's right. So we'd love to see all
and as I recall, you're reimbursing everyone who asks for their tickets.
No, just that one guy.
Just that one guy. And how are we going to know when that guy walks up to you and not 400 other people?
You'll know his voice, Drew. Natalie, Emily, and Marty are all here from the Dixie Chicks. And we're going to hear something off the CD. Did you guys bring a CD?
No.
Really?
No one.
We got a CD, don't we, Ann?
You don't own the CD?
It's on the bus, I bet.
Oh, yeah. Someone could get it from the bus, right? Yeah, we'll do that. We got to play some Dixie Chicks. No, I intentionally haven't bought it because, A, I'm ruined for buying. I can't buy CDs anymore because I just expect them to show up. You know what I mean? I mean, this job, you get a lot of CDs, and I just expect them to show up. So they're sort of, when I go to buy a CD, it's like, what, $14? What? Come on, buddy. But you guys got one out on the bus, right?
Sure.
So we can play it, and then I can keep it after that. And Drew needs one, too, you know. Cassidy.
Hi.
You're 20.
Yes, I am.
All right.
I am a girl, too.
All right. You want to talk to the Dixie Chicks?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
guys don't have a CD. I have one. I love you guys so much. You don't even know. Well, so my question is me and my friend are going to go to your concert here when you come into Sacramento with Tim McGraw. And we just wanted to see if are you guys as really good and live as you are on your CD?
Yes.
We think we're better.
Next question.
Well, she was just nervous. She didn't know what to say. Yeah, they're good. I haven't seen them. Well, wait a minute. I saw them on Austin City Limits. And most of the time when you watch performers on TV, it doesn't translate very well at all, just because the TV doesn't have a good speaker in it, and it always just sounds like hell. Like when you see groups on Saturday Night Live or something, it's like even groups you really love, it's always a little disappointing. But, man, they sounded great. And that was I guess I saw that about a week before the Grammys. So they'll not disappoint you, Cassidy.
Cool, because we're going to get in line at 5 a.m. for you guys' ticket.
Wow.
You guys are so cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Love you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cassidy. We'll talk to Tim, who's 17. Tim,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Well, I'm 17. I got a fiance that's 14.
Totally healthy. Perfectly natural.
She's pregnant.
Perfectly natural. Totally healthy.
What is going on there, Tim? What's the deal? Is she an emancipated minor, or are you?
No.
How are you going to marry somebody who's 14?
We're going to wait till she's 17.
Can you get married at 17?
I think so, if parents sign.
You have to have a note from your camp counselor or something.
And in the meantime, the child will be about 12 by the time they get around.
Oh, the kid can perform the service. That'd be great.
Her parents will sign?
Yeah.
What's going on here,
Wow.
Tim? She's 14.
How far along is she, Tim?
We don't know. About maybe a month or two.
And how long have you been dating this gal?
2 years.
How are you going to... since she was 12. How are you going to support the child?
Get a job.
Doing what?
On Wall Street, Drew. What the hell do you think?
Just curious.
Well, he doesn't know what he's going to do.
RPS, something like that. But she's got a lot of family problems. Her dad's an alcoholic, and
I'm sure she was sexually abused as a child, right?
No,
Yeah.
she was physically
All right.
hit and stuff. I called the cops on him. He got arrested.
I'm sure there was even more than that, though. I bet it was bad.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
What is RPS, by the way?
It's like UPS, but it pays higher. Like UPS pays 6 to 8. RPS pays 8 to 9.
Wow. Gotta get a gig there during the day. So, Tim, what about giving the kid up for adoption? How about that?
She wouldn't do it. Every time I talk about she's like, well, I could take these pills. Where you take the pills and then the baby won't develop, it'll just kill the feces. And, every time she's like...
Hold on, I gotta write this one down. Hey, Tim?
Yeah.
I want you to do me a favor. Monday morning, I want you to go up to your health teacher and I want you to kick him in the nuts. For me, would you please?
They dropped me out.
Oh, okay. So, what is? Hold on, Drew. I just want to go. Over the stages of life here. You have
the conceptus, morula, blastula,
right,
feces.
Right. You have the EINGO, and then that goes into the feces, and then that's the Zyban at a certain point.
Yes,
how's that work?
Zyban. It's the whole any of that stage is considered the Zyban. Yeah.
The Zyban covers even the EINGO.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hey, listen, we gotta be careful what Tim names this kid. By the way.
By the way, God forbid we as a society should say anything about somebody's child rearing rights.
Yep. They should be able to raise this child as their own.
Well, Tim, at least you have taken the position you'd like to see the child put up for adoption. Is that right?
Kind of, yeah.
I think
every time I mention it, she starts crying.
She'd rather have an abortion?
No, she wants to keep it. I'm the one that wants to,
What were you
But
talking
she'll
about?
kill it with the pills? But she won't...
Well, what is killing it and keeping it? I understand.
Well, that's what I suggested, but then we decided to keep it. And then with me, I just got convicted of 2 felonies. And so I might be going to jail for a while.
Well, how is this? What is it? Give this child a chance, Tim. How are you guys going to raise a child you can't take care of yourselves?
Yeah, I know. But she won't give it up.
You got to convince her. But she wanted to have she wanted to kill the child at the same time?
No, she mentioned it, and then she doesn't want to. She just, I asked her, I'm like...
The pill thing, what you're talking about is a combination of two pills that induces an abortion, basically. It functions just like the RU-486. It's misoprostol and methotrexate. And it's kind of hard to get your hands on that because people have the same issue with that as they do with abortion in general. But she can also get an abortion in most, pretty much every state in the land, right?
Right. But she won't do it. That's the thing.
So adoption.
Hey, really, Tim? How long? What are you going in the slammer for potentially?
For the future Tim's of the world, morning after pills. Please, as God is my witness, 2 pills within 72 hours of an unprotected intercourse. You can prevent all of this.
Right, because she said it depends how many months, and if you're not that many months, you could take the pills.
All right, but
now forget the pills thing.
Tim.
Right.
Okay, if she needs an abortion, have her get.
What are you going to jail for?
Let's see. I guess they said I beat this one kid up, and then they said I was harassing a witness because I was in Burger King, and I guess he was there. Said I was harassing him, and then they said I threatened his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Because he called his dad over there.
Me. All right. Hey, Tim?
Yeah.
Please give the child up for adoption, would you please? And listen, if I had it my way, he'd be sterilized. I'm dead serious about this. We have this sort of bizarre / retarded notion in this country that the child of Tim and his young 14-year-old bride is gonna have as good a shot as anybody else.
Oh no.
I can tell you...
It's going to be worse off than Tim.
And his...
Yeah.
What do you think, if you turn the clock back 14 years, we'd be having the same conversation?
Well, God knows, maybe I did.
Oh, yeah, Drew, you've been doing this gig for a long time. Yeah, a lot of good you did. All right, give the kid up for adoption, please. And please, anyone who goes into prison should be sterilized. Oh, come on, it's true. James.
Yeah.
You're 17.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to the Dixie Chicks, and you guys are all hot.
Thanks.
Adam, Drew, you guys are awesome.
Thanks.
Okay, every time I get a blowjob, I've never achieved an orgasm.
Yeah.
I can't even count, but it just never happened. I don't know why.
You can't even count?
He's 17, he can't count all the times.
Really?
Girlfriends and stuff.
Really? At 17, I could count the amount of times.
0.
Yeah, let me think. 0. Really? You can't count the amount of times you've had oral sex performed on you?
Well, no.
I swear to God, I can't stand guys like this.
And maybe you really need to work on that time machine.
Yeah, I'm going to invent, like I was saying to Drew the other night, a lot of guys that want to invent a time machine that can go back and kill Hitler as a teenager or something like that. I want to go back to high school and get a blowjob.
You want to go ahead?
I'm going to move ahead, yes. I don't know how I'm going to work out the math, but I'm going to be 17 again, as God is my witness. I'm not going to go to school with my pants around my ankles. I can't believe all the oral sex that's going on. Did this kind of stuff go on when you guys were in high school?
Sure.
Really?
Oral sex?
Yeah, but it wasn't an everyday occurrence like it is now. It's like, it's like part of the dating.
Yeah,
it really is. Hey, James.
Yeah.
What's you can't focus, right?
Well, I don't know what it is. It just every time it's just kind of it's never happened.
You followed up with sex?
No, I'm a virgin.
Wow.
Maybe the woman performing it doesn't know what she's doing.
Well, I've had more than 3 or 4, so.
Are they all your age?
One was older.
There can be issues that can make you anxious in that position.
That many times?
Yeah, it's not what you're into.
Well,
just chalk it up to that.
Things
will be fine when you really. In fact, there are many guys out there that are like James, but then have no problem during intercourse.
Right. You'll probably be fine. As a matter of fact, you'll probably have a premature ejaculation problem to look forward to.
In fact, that could be true.
Oh, now you're really going to screw with the poor lad's mind, Drew. Please, he's going to kill himself.
Could be true.
But a lot of guys cannot achieve orgasm this way. I can't. As a matter of fact, just the discussion of it's enough.
But I've heard of that too. I've heard guy friends say that.
Oh yeah, no, a lot of guys can't. They could if they, were going to put in the time, but they get too excited and they just move on to the next thing.
Does it feel good?
Oh, hold on. Where's James at? James?
Hello?
Does it feel good?
Yeah.
All right, and you're focusing?
I'm trying, yeah. I'm focused pretty hard.
Let me ask you something. Do you masturbate?
Yes, I do.
What position are you in when you masturbate?
Whatever the girl tells me.
No, when you're alone, though, champ.
Just, whatever.
Whatever? You
Yeah.
just like to surprise yourself? You'd be in like a lotus position whacking off one night and be standing on your head the next night? What position are you in when you masturbate?
Just sitting down, I guess.
He's whatever.
Sitting down?
He does whatever. Yeah.
Really? You can do it in any position?
Pretty much.
Don't personalize all this
I
stuff.
tell you, I'm amazed that guys are this versatile. I really am.
It's gonna be fine.
You mean do it in the shower, you can do it on your bed, you can do it sitting down on a sofa. You can masturbate in any position and achieve an orgasm.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Really?
Really.
All right. Well, then this one shouldn't be far off. All right, but
Don't worry.
here's what I want you to do. Okay, here's my advice, and then we'll go to break here because this is driving me nuts. Get yourself into one particular position when you masturbate, all right? Get used to a position, and not in the shower either. Get used to a position where you masturbate.
He doesn't need to be in a position.
Hey, Drew, listen, you understand the mind, I understand the scrotum. You understand? All right, so James, get into one position. Let's say that position is lying down flat on your back, right? Do that position every time. Do not vary from that position. And then the next time you get oral sex, assume that position. It's going to work. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're too confused. He has too many positions in his repertoire. You see, Drew? Keep it simple. That's my motto when it comes to masturbation. Right, Drew?
Sure.
Okay. The Dixie Chicks are here. We're going to take a little break, and then we'll come back with more of the show. It is Loveline. Dr. Drew is over there. The phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. The Dixie Chicks are our guests, and I want to thank the Dixie Chicks because I was reading in, as you know, Drew, I subscribe to Country Music Illustrated, and the Dixie Chicks are on the cover of, what is that, a March issue or something like that?
April, May.
Ooh, I was reading through it today, just boning up on the Dixie Chicks, and I was reading a little thing, and it said, for instance, among television offers, the three blondes display the most excitement about Loveline.
Wow.
Yeah. They don't want to do the real shows. They like Loveline is basically what they said. It's a saucy MTV series in which a psychologist, that would be you, Drew, although you're not a psychologist, you're a physician, MD, and a comedian, which I guess is me, although I'm not a comedian, talk frankly about modern relationships with celebrity guests and call-in viewers. Well, there you have it. Well, thanks for mentioning us. We do appreciate that. Oh, you guys just did the Tonight Show tonight, didn't you?
How was that?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was fun. Yeah.
How's Jay?
Jay's good.
Did you talk to him much, or did you just kind of perform, sit down, and say hi?
We do get our couch time, but
3 minutes.
he doesn't really listen to what you're saying. He's just thinking of what he's going to say
I
next.
hate those guys.
Yeah, and it's weird. You don't listen, everybody. When you watch TV, you don't really notice it, but when you're in the presence of the person, it is excruciatingly obvious.
Yeah.
Those that are sort of in, here's what they're doing, because we've done a few of these shows too. Some hosts really listen to you, and then they
engage.
respond to what you say, and then some fire and reload. So the process is either they're firing or they're reloading their next round, next question, next joke, but you never get the idea that they actually heard what you said, or that they're just sort of there in a sort of neutral position, ready to react to whatever it is you say. Tell me if Drew does that, by the way. I'll kick him in the nuts.
Rosie's good at listening.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Conan's good at listening.
Conan's not a good listener.
He was pretty good. He was pretty good.
He was?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
I don't
We
think
got
he was
we had
great.
kind of a weird
panel on there that
panel
night.
I thought he's a smart guy, and he was listening.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
No. He didn't remember your name, Drew. Please.
That doesn't mean he wasn't listening at that moment.
Yes, it does.
Do you think Craig Kilborn listened this last time?
Yeah, I think he did the last time.
He did, yeah.
All right. Okay. And Bill Maher we don't like, right?
Nope.
Oh,
All
I
right.
like Bill. I like Bill. Why don't you take it out on Woody Harrelson and Todd?
Because
always takes the left side, no matter what.
because she felt like Bill, as the host, should have been in between and mediated instead of ganged up. on
He
YouTube.
was so rude. Remember, I'd say something, he'd go, "That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard." And I was like, "Oh my god."
I remember feeling I needed to protect you from being attacked. I remember that.
Yeah, you put your hand on my knee, and I was going.
No, it's not your knee. It's on your...
I was going. Ooh, I'm going to send him the sandwich.
Give him a sandwich. Put him down for an 8-footer. All right. Hey, listen, all you ladies out there, by the way, who do have serious relationships, not the fantasy kind that me and the boys in the office have whipped up. Valentine's, anniversary, something like that. Hey, instead of flowers or jewelry or something like that, get your guy a nice 6-foot sub. He'll be working on that for the next few months. There's nothing wrong with that, right? A guy would appreciate that. Jordan?
Hi, how are ya?
You're 23. What's happening?
Well, actually, this isn't like a sex question or anything. This is more of a medical question for Dr. Drew.
Have you called this show before?
No.
Okay. Just a very familiar voice. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm 23, and I still, this is embarrassing, but I still wet the bed.
Right.
Not all the time. Sometimes I'll stop for like 6 months or...
Are you on any medications?
No, I take Effexor.
Has it only been happening since you've been on the Effexor?
It's happened my whole life. And it's really frustrating, and it's affected relationships I've had and stuff. Cause
has anybody tried to treat it?
It's something I really don't talk about a lot.
You should talk to whoever's prescribing the Effexor. You should discuss this with, because there are multiple treatments available for this.
Yeah, is this like a normal thing?
Is Effexor for smoking or a mood disorder or something?
Yeah, depression.
For depression, yeah.
Yeah. Whether or not it is a bladder dysfunction or a neuromuscular problem or a psychological problem, the treatments are effective. There's a little snifter, a little fluid you can sniff in your nose that will stop your kidney from producing urine during the night, for instance, and so you won't wet. And there are things that can change the bladder tone and the muscular.
What do you sniff that stops you from producing whiz while you're sleeping?
Vasopressin, DDAVP.
Really? Who
Arginine
stumbled onto that one?
It's a treatment for people that have pituitary dysfunction, but they started experimenting with people that had neural pituitaries to see if it hurt them to cut down their diuresis, their urine flow during the night, and it works.
Give me a case of those, would you? For like long drives and nights when I go. Sometimes I go to bed drunk. I just don't feel like getting up. Screw it, the maid will get it.
And if there's psychological issues, were you sexually abused or anything when you were younger?
No.
No big traumas or anything.
No, wonderful parents. I mean, they handled it well, but
no big losses or anything when you were 2 or 3.
Just a futon, really. Hey, Jordan.
Yeah.
Listen, I used to wet the bed. I can tell you how to cure it. My grandpa used to wake me up whenever I'd sleep over at my grandparents' house, like a couple times a month or something. My grandpa, I'd go to bed at like 8, 9 at night. He'd always wake me up at like 1 in the morning, tell me to whiz in a bucket.
Oh,
I'd feel... What?
I live with my parents, and my dad wakes me up like when he leaves for work at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
I usually go before then, so it's...
Right.
It's pointless.
Yeah, he's got to get. He's got to hit the gym or something before he goes to work, so he can stop the whiz. But you know what you need to do? Get a timer.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, get one of those little electronic timers, like those little egg timers. You can buy them at any drugstore. You put a little AA battery in there, set it for 4 hours, and then go to bed. And then work it out, because you could probably figure out about the time you do your prime whiz hour. Wake up 15 minutes before that, take a whiz, go back to bed, and it would cure it.
All right, thank you.
All right, I don't know why I have to think of this stuff.
And indeed,
no, I mean I've tried like.
But have you tried the timer?
I've tried everything.
Have you tried the timer?
I've tried doctors.
The timer. Have you tried the timer?
I've tried an alarm.
Yeah.
Do
you wake up?
No.
You don't wake up when the alarm goes off?
No, I can sleep through anything.
There's some sleep problem. Are you overweight?
I'm a little bit, yeah. Well, like 70, yeah. But I'm very tall. I'm 6'1".
Well, but maybe there's some disturbance of sleep here, where you have sleep apnea or some problem where your sleep cyclings are messed up. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons people can have this problem.
All right, work it out, but concentrate on the sleep part.
I don't want to waste your time with my boring.
No, you're fine. You're all right. Boy, that's a lot of whizzing woman. 6'1", 170. That's a big gal.
70 pounds overweight, she said.
Oh.
Use your radio
numbers. It's like a lumberjack peeing on you. Okay, set your alarm. And I don't understand people that don't wake up when the alarm goes, because I went like a
That's the point.
squirrel farts. I wake up at 4 in the morning, freaked out.
Just to disturb sleep. That's a not a normal sleep pattern.
I wish I had that.
No, we gotta go to break.
We do?
Yes.
All right, well, hold on a second. Kimberly?
Yeah.
You're 16.
Yeah.
What's going on? You're a fan of the Dixies?
Yeah, very big fan.
They inspire you?
They inspire me very greatly. I would just like to say to you chicks that do you remember when you guys played down at Knott's Berry Farm?
Yeah.
I was the person that talked to your drummer 5 hours before the show started.
Oh, sure.
I had to beg him, but he went backstage and got me a drumstick and signed it by you guys.
Kimberly, hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Hold on.
We were just talking about this during the last commercial break. Signing that drumstick for that chicken Knott's Berry Farm 15 hours before the show.
5 hours.
Yeah, that's right. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be back.
Oh yeah, everybody now. Loveline will be right back.
Natalie, Emily, and Marty are all here from the Dixie Chicks. We have to take a 10-second timeout for station identification, and we'll be back with more Loveline in just 10 seconds. It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Ooh. Speaking of next week, the Insane Clown Posse will be in here.
Oh, boy.
Which is really, if you like the Dixie Chicks, you'll love the Insane Clown
You
Posse.
should probably bring, like, tasers in here.
They're,
the thing they use for wild animals and stuff. Like
those bang sticks.
Right, bang sticks, exactly.
They hit sharks with them. A 6-foot-long stick with a shotgun shell on the end of it. Insane Clown Posse are, all guys go about 6'4", and they wear Mexican pro wrestling masks.
They must weigh 250 each.
Yeah, they're very imposing, scary guys, but they're nutty, and we have a fun time with them. Let me give a quick phone number out before we move on with the show, some personal business here. I'm doing the Man Show tomorrow, taping 2 of them over in Hollywood, and if anyone wants to come check that out, the number you can call is 213-833-6467. I'll give that out later on in the night, too.
Where might they see you on Saturday?
Oh, they might see me in Stanford at Frost Amphitheater. That's right. Drew will be there, too. And
if you call and complain about the price, he'll reimburse you.
No, I'm just paying that one guy back. How much were the tickets?
I don't know.
$12.50 or something like that. Seemed outrageous. We did a speaking engagement somewhere, and some guy bought like a $25 ticket or something. I gave him $25 back.
Yeah,
that's my policy. I pay people back. You come to see our show. I come with a big wad of cash. I pay everyone back.
Especially people that bought scalp tickets for 3 times what they should have been.
Kimberly.
Yeah.
Now, you worked at the Knott's Berry Farm.
No, I had a pass.
You had a pass. Okay. Yeah. And the Dixie Chicks signed a drumstick.
And they sent me a postcard, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But I wanted to let you guys know that I was really touched by that you guys actually signed it yourselves and didn't send, like, an operator or a worker to do that for you.
Oh, sure.
I just wanted to thank you guys for that. And I was wondering if it's possible that you could get, like, me and my mom into one of your concerts.
There we go.
Wow.
You have interesting fans, guys.
Yeah, they're freeloaders.
Do you have another question, too, for the show here?
Yeah, I do.
What's that?
I'm having, like, really bad dreams, and this is basically directed towards Dr. Drew, but if anyone has an opinion. I'm having really bad dreams at night, like really, really bad. I'll wake up crying in the middle of the night and sweating really bad.
Uh-huh.
And, I have one family doctor that says it's the beginning signs of schizophrenia.
Is a family doctor saying this?
Yeah.
Don't let anybody get near a diagnosis like that unless they are trained in psychiatry. So far, all I hear you describing is something called night terrors.
Yeah.
And they can be caused by all kinds of things. They typically are around waking up suddenly, crying, or feeling locked in and you can't move and being terrified. And some people walk around or run around in their sleep. There are various sleep disturbances around night terrors, but they are specific symptoms. They are not a specific sign of a more general disorder like schizophrenia. Okay?
Okay.
So she should
see a psychiatrist. Okay?
See a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
Okay.
I suspect it's going to be nothing major.
My doctor, gave me a tip on seeing a dream diagnoser.
Oh, please, Kimberly.
Really?
You have a general physician?
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with doing this?
It's bizarre.
They just interpret the dream?
She
Yeah,
needs a primary care mental health professional to evaluate her symptoms.
Yeah.
It may be part of a depression. It may be remnants of some trauma, the post-traumatic stress disturbance. There's all kinds of things that cause this. It may be a sleep disorder. It may be a thyroid condition. She needs a thorough evaluation. But check it out, Cameron. Just a general psychiatrist will be fine, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, this guy sounds worse than you, Drew. It's horrible advice.
Very much.
Wait, are we talking to Tony now?
Let's just do this real quick, because this one was on hold before we lost her. She came back. She was actually up here before Tony.
All right, the girls want to talk to Tony.
All right, go to Tony.
I don't want to cross them. They're big now, you know. Treat me like Bill Maher next time I see him. Tony?
Hey, what's going on?
You're 19.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Dr. Drew and Adam, you guys are great. The Dixie Chicks, you guys are great, too. I got tickets to go to your Louisville concert at the end of the month.
Oh, you bought them? Great.
Yeah. Can't wait.
You want them to swing by your house, the tour bus, and pick you up, or they do a load of laundry or something while they're over there at your place?
I'm not
crap the dog or something, till the lawn. You need anything?
I'm not a freeloader.
No light repair, nothing around the house? Okay.
I just enjoy the music.
All right. Well, seems awful generous of you, Tony.
Do I?
Seems mighty generous of you just to listen to the music.
Yep.
Okay. What's your question?
I just have this problem. I'm 19. I don't date for some reason. I like women. You know, I can't explain it.
Well, try.
Huh?
Try.
Well, it's my dad's been married 3 times, and
right. So relationships. There's been a lot of pain around relationships for you.
Right.
All right.
And it's just I just wonder if that's a problem, or I'll overcome that later on in life or not.
Is it a problem now?
I think it is, because I see my friends dating and stuff like that, and I'm kind of by myself.
Well, this is Emily, and my husband, who I just got married to last Saturday, he was my fiance.
Oh, last Saturday.
Yes.
Really? He was your fiance
before? Yes, before Saturday.
Boyfriend?
I was saying that because I almost a fiance, but his mother had bad relationships, and he found himself kind of waiting and holding off until he felt comfortable with someone.
Do what?
He waited a while and just felt he held off really dating a lot until he found people that he was comfortable with, because his mother was.
But was he comfortable with being comfortable with that? This guy's not comfortable not dating.
Oh, he was comfortable with that. So
yeah.
Well, is it that you're unhappy, Tony, or are you just wondering, should you be concerned?
Yeah, I'm wondering, should I be concerned?
He's okay.
So you're not unhappy.
He's okay.
I'm going to college, and I have a job, and
in fact, he's got.
Sound well-adjusted to me.
He's got an advantage to everybody else. You're not preoccupied.
It sounds like you're more concerned with what other people think, your friends think, or.
All right. I mean, that's kind of difficult, my family, I fear that they think I'm gay or something, because
Are you? Are you gay?
No.
You're not gay. So look, this could work to your advantage. At a time in your life when you could have been preoccupied with relationships, you can focus on your studying.
All right.
What happened to Adam?
What happened to me? What'd I do?
That's my point. Let's go to the next one.
Listen, I was hard at work at in the lucrative field of carpet cleaning at 19, and then moved on into construction labor. So it's really sort of Donald Trump story is what it was. Tony?
Yeah.
Are you a virgin?
No, I'm not.
Yeah? Wait, did you have a girlfriend at some point?
I've had girlfriends, but it's just like the past 3 years I haven't dated anybody.
All right.
Are you depressed?
Well,
yeah.
I sleep a lot.
Well, that's a sign.
I listen to you guys all the time, and I don't know.
All right, why don't you rustle up a date to the Dixie Chicks gig?
I'd like to.
Go ahead and do that. I'll tell you, it's a good way to go to get a girl. The idea of dating, at least I found, is figure out something the girl wants to do, even if she doesn't want to do it with you, and she'll go anyway. If her love of the event is greater than her disdain of you, she will still go.
Right.
She might ditch you.
It's sort of a mathematical equation.
Yeah.
To measure these things out every time.
Yeah, you can get, if there's a really hot ticket or a concert or a show or whatever, you can get a girl to go with you. And then you've bought yourself like 3 hours if you include the car ride. Right. And you can you have that time to whittle away at her. Buy her a Dixie Chicks sweatshirt, all that kind of stuff.
Just don't fart in the car like Adam would.
That is not until the second date. It's the biggest mistake my girlfriend ever made, which was not reacting more strongly the first time I broke wind. That I saw a huge green light and a big open door. The first time I broke wind, she's like, "Oh man," and I was like, "Okay, you didn't take a swing at me. Now it's trouble, and you can never take it back."
Now what do you do with when you're under the covers with her?
Clamp them? Everybody does that, though. Please, Drew.
Emily calls that a Dutch oven.
Yeah.
The old Dutch oven. But no, that's when you tuck it under and just savor it for
Preserve
a while.
it.
Keep yourself warm.
Hey, I love these cows.
Emily.
Linda,
Hello.
you're 36.
I'm 36.
What's going on?
I wanted to call to thank you and Drew for being there for all of the adolescent kids who need to hear the truth.
Well, thanks.
What happened?
I think that's great. My son is 14, and he's been listening since he was 10.
Oh.
I didn't know he was listening since he was 10.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
But I've always allowed him to make up his own mind ever since he could speak, just about.
No, Drew hates that.
Well, I've taken a lot of criticism from a lot of people, and I can honestly say he's a blessing to me.
Right.
He is a great kid, and everybody who gets introduced to him says he's so mature.
Everyone loves the guards, the warden, fellow inmates. They all love the guy. He's a model prisoner, Drew.
And
They
no
love
matter
him.
how obnoxious you get sometimes, I still love you.
All right. Where's Junior now?
He's upstairs listening.
Right.
And he's been trying to get through for a while, but he says you guys don't like talking to 14-year-olds because they ask stupid questions.
Why don't we get him on the line?
I'd put him on. Let's see how adjusted he is.
He might be really nervous, but
That's okay.
okay.
Are you going up to his room?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, turn the radio off, Roy.
He just took the roach of the
name's
joint,
Brian.
swallowed it. He's freaking out now. Jesus Christ, Mom's coming up the stairs.
Hold on.
Hiding the porno under the bed.
No, he's not. Hold on. Adam says you're hiding the porno under the bed.
Boy, these open relationships with parents, it's bizarre. Wait, who is this? What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan or Brian?
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan. Okay. You've been listening since you were 10?
Probably about 11, yeah.
Yeah, and have you learned some important lessons?
A lot, yeah.
What have you learned from this show, other than Drew's not funny? Which is the most important lesson of the show.
That you are funny.
Okay, that's the most important. What else have you learned?
I really respect you guys. You guys are really good role models.
Wow.
I don't know. There's a lot of things that you guys talk about that people, I think, need to hear about.
Yeah. And you're not doing any drugs? You haven't gotten anyone pregnant?
No.
You're studying in school?
Yeah.
All right. Good. And you and your mom talk about everything?
Yeah.
You have to say that because she's standing there, right?
I'm not even in the same room with her now.
Oh,
you know
good.
she's listening.
Yeah.
Probably.
Keep an eye on her. I don't like too open a relationship with the parents.
It's not too open.
Okay, good. Yeah, you need some bathroom time every once in a while, right? It's true. A young lad needs a little me time every once in a while, or a little you time. All right, Ryan.
All right.
Give your mom a big hug.
Okay.
You're our
thanks
new
a lot.
mascot, Ryan. Thank you for calling.
Mascot.
I mean, yeah.
The mascot.
I mean,
it's like a donkey or something. He's got a kid mascot.
Poster child for the show.
Oh no, that's even worse.
See?
All right. Well, what? You give me two crappy options. I got to pick
come up
one.
with another one.
pick
You know what I'm trying to say.
He is the new
role model.
Role model.
No, they're
Cheerleader's a
role
little feminine.
Okay.
Okay, we don't want to turn the kid gay. All right, the Dixie Chicks are here. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I think we're going to hear something from the Dixie Chicks CD, which Drew and I are going to fight over, but I'm taking home, right, Drew? Yes. And let me tell you what a supreme compliment this is from Drew, because Drew normally could give a rat's ass about taking CDs home, right?
That's true.
They just pile up there and you walk out of here every night, right? But the Dixie Chicks he wants.
Yeah.
And it's so ironic that he doesn't get to have it. This one is called There's Your Trouble. The Trouble. That is the Dixie Chicks off of Wide Open Spaces. And we're not taking a break. Oh, look at me. Doing good for time. Maybe we'll take a couple. Jimmy?
Yeah.
You're 23?
I am 23.
What's going on?
I just wanted to say congratulations to Emily on her marriage. I heard she just got married.
Yeah, thank you.
And no problem. And I wanted to say thank you to the Dixie Chicks because I was the only one in my office pool that picked you all to win the Grammy.
Oh, well, you're smart.
You win any money?
Yeah, I did. I won $50. And so I was very happy to that. But I had a question for Drew.
Yeah.
I listen to the show regularly, and I hear you talk about marijuana addiction and alcohol addiction, and I've been on a weight loss program for the past 10 months, and I'm trying to drop a lot of weight, and I just find myself just going on these incredible binges and incredible, eating rampages, and is eating just as addictive as, the other things that you all talk about?
It's a little bit different, but it can figure into some of the same biology. People who have addictive disease, addictive biology, can tend to have more compulsive eating patterns.
My dad's an alcoholic and a drug addict.
Well, have you ever had any momentum with alcohol yourself, do you think?
Oh, no, never touched alcohol in my life, actually.
Because
I see what it did to him and to my family.
You're concerned you have that biology going, right?
And I hear you talk about, Marijuana Anonymous and Alcohol Anonymous, but is there such thing as support groups for, eaters?
Overeaters Anonymous.
OA.
And I suggest you look into it, because people that, again, do have this particular genetic makeup do extraordinarily well in a 12-step process.
What do you do with this?
Powerlessness over your eating, same issue, same mechanism. And it's, again, understand that he's using feed to manage affect, to manage unpleasant feelings.
He said feed like he was grazing or something.
Food, I meant eating.
If you eat enough, I guess it becomes feed at a certain point.
But
what size trough do you use, Jimmy?
I kind of avoid the trough. I got out of that moment.
Right, but do you find the salt lick makes you more hungry, or is that...
No, I think it's just really chilly.
The process of recovery is about establishing real intimate connections with other people in a structured way and moving through some of these emotional issues that may be generating these inabilities to manage feelings, and fill those empty feelings or manage those unpleasantness with food, drugs, thrill-seeking, that sort of thing.
And I wonder what kind of diet he's on. So it might not be a good diet.
I'm on the Fat Watch, to where I'm only allowed 100% of the fat in a day, and along with exercising 5 times a week, and I've dropped 40 pounds in 10 months.
This is a managed diet? Medically supervised?
I was on a dietitian until I lost my medical insurance, and now it's too expensive. I can't afford to go to it.
I'm a big believer in dietitians myself.
Really? Fat Watch? They couldn't have done any better than that as far as titling the diet. Hey, how'd that meeting go? What do we call this diet, Bert? Husky dude and, Fat Watch, right? Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, it's like,
How much more weight do you think you need?
Lard away. Yeah, what are you weighing now, Jimmy?
I weigh 340 now.
And what are you trying to get down to?
I'm trying to get down to 260. I'm 6'3" and a half.
Right.
Do you feel deprived?
Do I feel deprived?
Because of your diet?
I feel hungry.
Yeah, but you know the good thing about dieting is once you stop eating so much, your stomach does kind of shrink up, and you aren't as hungry as you were.
Food has momentum.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. And there are medications to help, too, that are not fen-phen. And then there's a new thing just came out, where it helps prevent absorption of fat. I forget the name of it. I can't remember the name of it.
All right, you're going to drive Jimmy crazy.
But it just came out, and it's pretty effective.
Let me ask you something, Drew, with this. I always wanted to work this out. With the AA and the CA and all this, when you make it a year, you get a cake. They give you a cake. You take a cake. Like, I know a lot of program guys that are taking a cake. They can't do something.
In OA, they give you a bunch of...
They give you a six-pack and a handful of lewds.
That's right.
Right? That's right. That sounds fair, doesn't it? Here's a dime bag, a 40-ouncer, and a handful of lewds. Have at it, Husky.
Adam, be serious.
Okay.
You know they would be giving them speed. It's OA.
Right. I don't want to make fun of Jimmy because he's working hard over here. But it's always funny about when people get really big. Drew, now you can laugh along. I know it's going to be a little cruel, but when you talk to some guy and he's like 450 pounds, and you go, "You're 450 now. What do you want to get down to?" He's 320. I'll tell you, 5'11". I understand you need the goal needs to be in sight, but let me tell you something about 320 and 5'11". It's still a big guy. And another quick tip for those who are losing weight: just because you were 350 before and you've whittled yourself down to a svelte like 275, to people at the mall that you've never seen before, they still think you're fat. So
Doesn't mean you can wear a Speedo.
Don't break out the cycling shorts just yet. I know you feel like Tinkerbell at 275, but
I think that happens with women.
to the
more than
terrorist,
men.
it does.
They start wearing the tube top.
Yeah, it's like, seriously, a chick will be like, 5'5", and she'll be, 275, and she'll get down to like 190, and that's great. I mean, God bless her, but we don't see you every Thanksgiving. You understand? We're just walking past you at the mall, and the kids are scared, You've been waiting to get in those cycling shorts or that unitard for a couple of years now. Just give it another year. Please, I know you feel things. All right, is that cruel? I'm offering a tip, that's all. Thank you, Drew. We'll take a break. It's Loveline. Natalie, Emily, and Marty are all here. They is the Dixie Chicks. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. And I guess we should get back to the phones, right?
Yeah.
Laura?
Yeah.
You're 16. What's going on?
Okay, when I was like either 4 or 5, I just have this memory that I guess I was really curious about like human anatomy or sex or something, but I molested my 2 or 3-year-old brother.
What do you mean you molested him?
I don't know exactly. I know at least I pulled down his pants or touched him or looked at him or something, but...
How's he doing now?
Wait, what?
How's he doing now?
He seems well-adjusted. We were actually really close. I don't know if he even remembers the incident.
I don't think that's a molestation, Laura.
Wait, what?
That's not molestation, okay?
But it's something, and like if I've learned anything from your show, I know that like something like that doesn't happen.
No, listen.
Yeah?
I want to be real clear about this because we can turn people into, make people paranoid about these issues too.
Okay.
And that is that there must be a real specific sexual content to the contact.
Well, it was, though. It wasn't like...
In other words, exploration or curiosity,
hernia check,
or even
things like
sense,
that.
Sense of it being a sexual or naughty thing, but it not being directed towards something like intercourse or some stimulation towards orgasm or things that really only an adult could have an understanding of.
But as I remember it, he was, really uncomfortable with it, but I pushed it on him anyway.
You were only 4. Give yourself a break.
Yeah, no, Laura, this is not...
You're not responsible.
This is not that. If, on the other hand, you continue to do it, or you had been sexually abused, and you transfer that onto the younger child, or and your brother had all kinds of awful chaos in his relationships and ambivalence about his sexual identity.
Well, he's only 14, but yeah.
I understand. Things could be happening by 14. I don't think you should be worried about this.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, and by the way, I love you guys. You guys are the best. And Adam, I think you're underappreciated, so...
Thanks, I think. I never... No,
overappreciated.
No, because like in all the articles I read about Loveline and stuff, it's always like, Dr. Drew, this, that, and when,
And my sidekick.
provide some levity or something like that. And, I love Dr. Drew. You're great, too. But, Adam, you're the best. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so you think it's not
You're
a problem?
fine.
I think you're fine.
Don't freak yourself out. Everyone's good.
Also, like, what would make me do that? Like, is there something...
A certain amount of that is normal.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Curiosity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Laura.
All right, it's something I've had a lot of guilt over the years, so thank you very much.
You're fine. We can hear it in your voice. Yeah, I got to get a publicist. Like, Drew has a publicist, That's why he gets all this good write-ups. I become his sidekick. Can you believe that? Can you
I saw a
imagine
magazine where it
the
goes.
temerity of calling me a sidekick?
It's going to be so jejune.
So jejune. Please. It's like calling a guitar tech that you guys travel with the lead singer. Do you know what I'm saying? That is frightening. So, what is that, Shyla?
Yeah.
You're 20.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay, I have Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
I have like 2 questions. Okay, this first one deals with my pregnancy before. Okay, I was 19, and I was 5 months pregnant with my first daughter, Logan. And my ex-husband, me and my husband were married at the time. We got divorced like a week later. We got into a big fight, and he threw me out a flight of stairs.
Oh.
Well, an hour later, I miscarried our daughter.
Uh-huh.
And a couple of months ago, I'm engaged now to a guy that's been my high school sweetheart. And
this one's forever, by the way, Sean. I got a good feeling about this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you're going to double your last personal best of 1 week.
2 weeks.
I say go 2, possibly 3.
Actually, my marriage to my ex-husband lasted, I hate to admit this, but my marriage only lasted 3 days.
Oh, 3 days. Again, I'm sticking with my doubling prediction.
I'm sticking with Mike. Okay, and
I'm just afraid, that I'm going to miscarry again with the baby that I'm carrying now.
Miscarry now because of the trauma you
Because
experienced?
of the trauma that my ex-husband Amar had inflicted on me.
No. How's the pregnancy going so far?
That's the other question. Okay, I get up every morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock a.m.
Vomit?
And I throw up.
Yeah.
And I throw up for a good half hour.
How long in the pregnancy are you?
3 months.
3 months?
Uh-huh.
I predict all of a sudden that will stop.
Yeah.
And really about 120 days. 90 days in.
But with Logan, my first daughter, it lasted up until I was like 5, before I miscarried her.
Oh, wait a minute. Your first daughter, you don't have a first daughter, though, right?
I miscarried Logan.
But you keep calling her by her name, and does that strike anyone else as a little eerie?
Yeah. How long's it been since?
How? Because
when I miscarried, when I had the DNC done, they found out that it was a girl.
I understand, but there's not a person there, okay? I understand it helps you mourn this and deal with it and all.
But I kind of got attached to it, though.
Of course.
Me and my ex got attached to the baby when we found out it was a girl. We were related.
Understand that
you were what?
The biology of pregnancy attaches you automatically, and that's why a lot of our unfortunate society doesn't prepare women for how difficult and how much of a sense of loss they can suffer whenever they have an abortion, just by virtue of the biological changes that go on. So yes, it's a very difficult thing to lose.
So you're about 3 months along now?
I'm 3 months along, yes.
All right. Hey, can you slow down a little there? Would you please?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, do that. Because I worry about you and the kid and the new man.
Oh, you think that's bad? My fiance's in Cincinnati, and whenever I'm raging lunatic and hormones everywhere, and I ain't even there to drive him out.
That's what we're talking about. Is that those.
Thank you for illustrating my point very nicely. I wish life could be that way.
We would expect that you had a pretty chaotic home and maybe a physically abusive dad.
Actually, my parents are divorced. They've been divorced since I was like 6.
Did you see a lot of aggression when you were 5, 6 years old?
I felt a lot of blame.
All right. Hey, listen. Here's the deal. Stop with the kids. You understand me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm telling you. You get one. That's fine. That should hold you over.
Wait.
All right?
Hold up. My mother was the oldest of 8. I at least want 4.
Why, Shiloh? Why?
Because I raised my little brother ever since, he was...
That's our point. Your mom couldn't handle 8.
My grandmother handled 8.
Yeah, that's our point. Your mom couldn't handle she couldn't handle a hamster. She had 8 kids.
Look what happened to her.
My grandmother had 8 kids.
No, Shyla, because your mom was one of 8, it hurt her, it harmed her.
Yeah.
And that's why she couldn't function well enough to take care of your brother and you.
I'll tell you, when I'm in charge, that's it. I'm sterilizing people. This is a threat against our society. There is Shyla at the helm, everybody. Shyla's mother. For Christ's sake.
You sort of downgraded your aggression, too. You were going to take everybody out before.
No, I'm just going to sterilize them. And then that's like a probation period. We'll see how they act while they're sterilized, and then I'll either take them out or not. But, it's just, listen, anybody who has, and let me make this prediction, all you Osmond families out there. Any of you idiots who have more than 3 or 4 kids, I'm calling that abuse. I really am. I don't care if you're Fred McMurray. I really don't. When you get into 8 kids, 10 kids, 15 kids, don't tell me that number 13 and number 17 and number 3 are getting all they need.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? You can't do it. You just can't. You may put a roof over their head. You may put a warm meal in their belly, and you may put shoes on their feet, and even that is way ahead of the game when you have 14 or 8 kids or whatever it is. But I look at it as a form of subtle abuse.
Can't be at all those soccer games. You can't be at everything you need to do.
Well, actually, you could, because you got a whole goddamn team.
But you can't. Let me
you
tell
show up. You don't show up, you forfeit. You got the whole team in the back of your bus.
They don't know my history. We have triplets, and I will tell you, it is marginally possible to take care of triplets. You have to pour everything into it, and then that's it. You can't do more than that. It's not healthy. It's not responsible for a human to try to do more than that. It just doesn't work.
And look at Drew. He's at least sane enough to know he needs 5 nannies. You know what I mean? You talk to Shyla for just 15 seconds on the radio, you get the creeps, right? Yeah. All right, no more kids. Cameron.
Yeah.
You're 19.
Yep.
What's going on?
Not much. I just like to say you don't have to sterilize me. I'm going to wait till I get a psychologist okay to have kids.
Good. That's the way I want it. I want to get a note.
Yeah, I'll just get his permission. But my problem is I kind of have mental problems. I've been suicidal, and I'm just kind of worried that's going to hurt my girlfriend. She doesn't want to break up with me or anything, but I think it'd be best.
What do you have?
Depression.
Well, I've been caught on my way to commit suicide. I was doing 140 down the freeway.
Where are you going?
Drive off a bridge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why'd you pull over?
What's up?
Why'd you pull over?
Actually, a policeman pulled me over.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is you don't care about your permanent record or anything when you're going off a bridge. You don't care about, points or traffic school or anything, right?
I wasn't really all together with it, actually.
Sort of.
Kind of pulled over, I don't know.
Cameron, there's a reason your girlfriend has chosen you, and that may not be a healthy reason, but it's not... Your condition doesn't mean you have to restrict yourself from intimate contact. In fact, probably in all probability, you need intimate contact in order to get better. People really need that sort of thing. And I'm not talking about sex. I'm just talking about human relations, and a close connection with somebody else is exquisitely important to getting over things like depression.
Okay, well, actually, kind of like an example of what's going on is, like, this 30-year-old construction worker hit on her, and I had, like, steel-toe boots on and brass knuckles. I was ready to go beat him up. I mean, it's kind of...
That is, again, that's not about her. That's about you.
Okay.
Well, why didn't you beat him up?
I couldn't find him, actually.
Cop pulled you over?
Yeah.
You got a lot of plans. I mean, I don't want to make fun of you, Cameron, but why don't you just settle down with all the plans for a minute?
But listen, these are just like Littleton. They have plans, never makes, and then one day plans get carried through.
All right, true. Not everything is Littleton, for Christ's sake.
This is...
Okay.
What medication you want, Cameron?
Actually, I've been on all of them. I didn't really like any of them. I'm kind of dealing with it now. I mean, I stopped cutting on myself, and...
Oh, boy.
Not really...
Why'd your girlfriend tell you the 30-year-old construction guy was hitting on her?
Well, she worked at the grocery store, and I wasn't there.
No, okay, I understand. Now it's all coming together, like a puzzle.
She just likes drama.
Now, is he suicidal and depressed for a particular reason, or it's just a condition?
I would bet that Cameron had a very, very abusive situation.
Actually, I really didn't. I just, I'm not just kind of...
Wait a minute now. Nobody ever struck you?
Not really. I mean, my dad maybe one or two times, like, kicked me in the butt or something.
Kicked you?
Yeah.
Well, wait. Drew, hold on a second. Maybe it's a chemical thing.
The chemical thing will create depression. It doesn't create the self-cutting, and I'm sure you dress in black and all that business?
No, I kind of was gothic for a while, but not really.
Now it's pink taffeta.
Yeah, but the point is, this is what we call characterologic.
Okay.
This is depression and a personality, and this is antisocial. This is all that stuff that comes from being pretty harshly dealt with as a child.
So Cameron... Oh, well, let's not drag it.
Well, no, because people... I think he needs to tell us what happened.
Well, let me work on the lad. All right, Cameron?
Uh-huh.
It's me, Adam.
Yeah.
Okay. Your parents still together?
Yep.
And what's your dad do for a living?
Actually, he teaches teachers how to use their computers.
Okay, it's a pretty rough trade. Okay, had to learn to let his fist do the talking on the keyboard. A lot of rough guys in cardigan sweaters, Drew. You know, the subs. They're a whole different breed, those guys.
How about Mom?
Wildcats. How about Mom?
Actually, my mom, she's kind of went to college in child psychology. She's really good. She's always been there for me.
Okay, and nobody was verbally abusive? No neighbor boy did anything to you or anything like that?
Well, actually, when I moved up to where I live now, everybody kind of thought I was bad, thought I was...
Yeah, but we're talking about earlier. Younger in life.
When I was like 14, we moved up here, and that's it. I got kind of beat up a lot, got in a lot of fights.
Right, but nothing before that. No, Dad never did any drinking?
Mm-mm.
Never swatted you around or anything?
No.
All right, Drew, then shut up. That's enough out of you.
Kicked him.
He kicked him in the ass. You know, get moving.
What?
That's a loving way, Drew. How many times did he kick you in the ass?
Maybe twice.
Right. Yeah. All right. Listen.
Something's missing.
Okay. Well, what should he do? Because you're not getting it out of him.
Well, you're going to need medication to contain some of these behaviors, or they will eventually become, unless you've been in a lot of treatment, in the short term, these impulses will become behaviors.
Okay.
And I remember
Okay, so Cameron, get back on the meds and take care of yourself, and don't do anything stupid to yourself or anybody else, all right?
Suicide's a cop-out.
Yeah, it's good. And listen, and this girlfriend of yours, she may not be Mrs. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, listen, I know you have a lot of thoughts. Don't act on those thoughts. Get your meds and get your thoughts together. You're fine. You're 19.
Can I ask one more question real quick?
Oh, boy. All right, real fast.
Okay, actually, one time when I took acid, and I thought I was going to die. I thought I was having a heart attack. My left arm got numb and stuff.
Right.
And now, every time, like, once a week maybe, when I go to bed, I kind of think I'm going to die when I fall asleep.
Those are called panic attacks. And that can be induced by hallucinogens like LSD. They also are typical of certain kinds of depression, which we know you have, and you should be talking to your doctor about that because it will help determine the choice of antidepressant you're on.
All right. Should we all go kill ourselves, or should we just take a leak and finish the show?
Yeah.
Okay. Dixie Chicks are here. We'll take a nice lighthearted one when we come back. Drew, what do you have there? Some let's see. We got one for the Dixies. Yeah, we'll give it a weird, I want some weird sex one. Some guy's getting his, putting peanut butter on himself and getting his dog to lick it off or something like that. You have anything like that, Drew?
There's an open line here.
Sherry, see if you can whip up something nice and devious. As I know the Dixie Chicks, we'll call them fun. Right? You like a good fart joke. You like a good sex question, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Like a good sex toy.
All right. Who said that?
Natalie.
I'll tell you, that sub was it really looked familiar. The shape. I'll tell you, Drew, it was longer than it was wide. You know what that means. We'll take a little break, and we'll be back with the Dixie Chicks. The fabulous Dixie Chicks are here tonight, and enjoying all their success, or so it seems, and that's nice. You should enjoy that, and I don't know. I hope no jading process occurs with you, beautiful, talented ladies, but it does seem like they are having their cake and eating it too. Does it not, Drew?
In the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
Not gloating about it, but enjoying it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause that's the key. Todd?
Yeah.
You're 26.
Holy cats, I actually got on the air. This is fantastic. First of all, Drew, you're fantastic. I've been listening to you guys since Ricky Rackman actually was on the air like many moons ago.
Wow.
And what you do for the people out there, man, it's great.
Well, thanks.
Okay. I was listening to you guys about maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Adam, you're not compulsive obsessive about the masturbation issue?
Oh, yes, he is.
No,
well,
not.
He's not so much he's obsessive. He's into it, and he doesn't talk to his therapist about it. And that's what I was bugging him about.
Drew, first off, I've given you the answer to that, which is I cannot discuss masturbation for more than 5 minutes without masturbating.
Okay,
and I'll be damned if I'm
There's 7 minutes left in the show.
Man,
that's what I'm saying. I don't want to bring it up.
I feel a chub coming on, so I don't want to...
Listen, is 4 times a week excessive? Seriously now. 4 times a week. I ask you.
When you have a girlfriend.
It's not a lot, is it?
If you're active, if you have a partner and you're active with your partner, also, it's like, wait a minute.
Well, active with your partner, you're talking, I've had a number of girlfriends in my day, okay? Active with your partner is like 3 times a week.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Best.
Okay, and that's like you're into the works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen, Drew, you know my schedule.
Yeah.
I don't see any partner. Once a week, I put my penis through the mail slot. I get a hand job. That's it. That's my sex life.
That's from Jimmy, though. But, I mean, with
I don't know who's on the other end, Drew, and I don't want to know, quite frankly.
Hey, by the way,
guy was wearing a Super Bowl ring. I did feel that last time. It's a little suspicious. How the hell did my girlfriend get that Super Bowl ring?
What's that, Todd?
I've been watching Win Ben Stein's Money on recommendation with you guys, and it is the best show on the planet right now.
Oh, yeah, Win Ben Stein's Money. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do that.
I want to do that.
Well, you can't.
Why not?
Because you're not part of the Comedy Central family, Drew.
Is that right?
That's
Drew,
right.
You got to get with the program, man. Jimmy Kimmel and Ben Stein are the Mac Daddies of the airways right now.
They absolutely are. And as a matter of fact, Win Ben Stein's Money, which is on Comedy Central,
and the new season is coming up.
5 nights a week. Listen, I'm starting to think Todd's a plant here.
Yeah.
Jimmy came back. He's my partner who also hosts Win Ben Stein's Money, and we work on this Comedy Central show, The Man Show. And he came back to the office today, and he said, normally when Ben introduces Jimmy, he says the yin to my yang or something. He said the Dr. Drew to my Adam Carolla.
Wow,
that's nice. All right, Todd. So I'm done with you, right?
No. Actually, I got a question actually for Dr. Drew, very, very seriously. I smoke heavily. It's probably not very good for me. And I've
Tobacco?
seen all the wonderful advertisements, all this stuff. I've seen all the ads in Cosmo, all this great stuff, and I've taken all the quizzes and all the questions.
All right, hurry, would you?
Yeah, okay, sorry. My question is, does it seriously impact sexual potency and all that wonderful stuff? I'm talking, I'm regular...
Cigarettes, right? Would you? Hey, shut up.
Nicotine, tobacco?
Pardon?
You're talking about tobacco?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it affect potency? It will, ultimately.
Yeah, not at 26, though.
Not at 26. It turns out the artery to the penis is about 7 times more sensitive and hardening than coronary arteries.
Oh, why would God do that? Why would he do that?
To encourage you not to smoke.
What kind of planning is that?
That could get through to guys. They don't care about their heart. You tell them they can't get hard, they'll stop smoking.
I know, but why would you make that? That should be the artery that's lined with burlap. You know what I mean? That should be the most durable artery in the male body. Why are they doing that?
So you can stop and it'll...
She stops.
Go back to normal.
He's 26. All right, you got a while.
It takes time, but yes, it will. Absolutely. It can affect the nerves down there. Absolutely.
Okay, Jason?
Yeah.
21.
I got a question for Dixie Chicks.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering if and when you were going to come to Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. We rarely know our schedule more than a week in advance.
I'm ruling out tomorrow.
Check out the website. I don't know.
Are you guys traveling all the time?
Yes.
Oh.
This is a day by day.
Give your website address out. Do you know that?
DixieChicks.com?
Well, it's not up yet.
That was
but there are a lot. Just look under Dixie Chicks under search.
There's a...
You'll find schedule.
Unofficial Dixie Chicks is the best one, so...
All right, Jason?
Yeah.
Do that.
I will.
You got a computer?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I bet he's going down to the library. Drew, do you want to...
I'm just saying, like, we're gonna videotape the Stanford appearance and put it up on the web.
We are?
Yeah.
I didn't sign off on that. I'm going to have to get my hair done. Okay. Let me just talk to this poor SOB, Jenny, who's been on hold for 75 minutes. Jenny?
Hello, Adam.
We're out of show, baby.
Oh.
What's going on?
I just wanted to talk to you guys. Am I right by leaving my house because my brother-in-law and sister-in-law are living there with my husband?
How long have they been there?
Okay. Me and my husband just got back.
How long have they been there?
My brother-in-law is supposed to be living there, not her. She has somebody else's baby.
All right, she's already giving me a headache, this Jenny. I'll try it one more time. How long has she been there?
Okay, 2 months.
Okay. How long was she supposed to be there?
He wasn't at all.
How about the boy, the husband or ex-husband?
He's been there a year.
How long?
He just came back.
And he's supposed to be there?
They're supposed to be finding a place.
Okay.
No, this is, yeah.
You lay down the law.
Yeah.
This is white trashdom.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
I think he used to kick his brother out.
Don't put up with it. You tell your husband it's no nookie until he gets rid of it. You go on a Coos boycott. I just came up with that one, Drew, but I think it worked. Oh, I'll tell you, there's just nothing worse than people being shacked up, especially with the brother-in-laws and the goofball. It is the hallmark. It is the cornerstone of white trash to have idiots all living under the same roof. I swear to God, if you listen, and the most pathetic thing is when you're married and you got a couple of kids and you're shacked up, and the people who are with you are shacked up. It's like you get out the house, go get a trailer, pitch a tent for Christ's sake. Something like that going on? Okay?
A little bit.
None of you have 15 kids, though, right? No. Okay. All right, just stop me if I offend you. All right, we'll be back. Oh, there you go, Mike. Please, don't screw around with me. Let me give this phone number out one more time if people want to come see the Man Show in the L.A. area about 5:30 tomorrow in Hollywood. 213-833-6467. And that is that.
Saturday?
You can, Saturday we'll be in Stanford at the Frost Amphitheater. Dixie Chicks, go out. You know, I didn't plug the Dixie Chicks CD that much because they're doing so well. It's like, oh, why bother? You know what I mean? You guys are doing great. Thanks for coming in. And by the way, come back anytime you like. Hopefully, when we do the TV show again, we're not taping it right now, you're more than welcome to do that. And stop by the radio station anytime.
Thank you.
Had a good time? Send over a sub.
No problem, tomorrow. Sure, so.
All right, so until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The views expressed on Loveline are not necessarily those of the staff, the management, or the sponsors of this radio station.